Hi everybody, this is Jeff Sundin. I had an interesting email from a reader on the website, Gary Dunn, and he asked about an interesting conversation he had with the minnow and water and weed people at one of the boat ramps, and they had a long discussion. They were under the impression that if you had fresh water, as you can see here, this is the minnow tank in my boat. I'm filling it with fresh water from my garden hose, which is fine if I'm already at the lake. If I've got the boat at the dock or something like that and you fill it up, you're set to go for the day. You've got fresh water. If you just emptied it out of a minnow bag from the bait shop, you're ready to go. But at the end of the day, they're going to ask you to get rid of this water, and in a lot of cases that means you've got to dump those minnows. And at $40 to $80 a tank full of minnows, for me, that gets to be problematic. And I know this takes a little extra commitment, but what I've done to make sure that I can keep those minnows at the end of the day, I've got this tank that's in the boat, and that's set to go. I can fish all day long, and when I'm done at the end of my trip, what I've got is a counterpart to that very same minnow tank, and this is in the back of my truck. Now, the reason that it takes a little commitment, you have to get yourself a second pump, a battery. I use the Power Bubbles because it's the most reliable pump I've ever had. And then the same 12-volt battery like you'd use for your depth finder or fish finder. Hook that up and get the bubblers running. Change the water each morning before you leave. And now at the end of my day, I can take the entire basket. I'll just pull this out from the boat water. I'm going to get rid of my hose quick. Take my aerator pump, as you can see, that runs right through the boat. It's the same Power Bubbles pump in the boat. Now here's my fresh minnows, nice and lively. I can simply remove that from the boat, put it into my bait tank in the truck, and I can drive home, and that is perfectly legal to do as long as I've got this fresh water in the truck. Make sure you change that water every day so it stays cool and you don't kill your minnows by taking them from the cold water in the boat and putting them into warm water in the truck. Now I can just take this cooler, empty it into my live well and let it drain out, take the empty cooler and put it back in the truck, and I'll be ready to go, clean it up, and I'm set for tomorrow. That is the best way if you want to keep your minnows at the end of the day. And in the context of the article, I'll throw out a couple of other ideas that might be helpful for folks that don't want to do this much, a little more casual approach. Some of the other ways that you can save your minnows and still get some use out of them without throwing them in the trash. All right, this is Jeff Sundin. Thanks for watching. See ya.